Stephen A. Smith. Steve,
yes, sir.
Your thoughts on more minorities, more brothers in Major League Baseball? We don't have two managers. What do you think we should do about that?
Well, I think that Major League Baseball recognizes they got to do a lot more when it comes to more brothers in the game. We understand that right now the percentage of black folks playing is at 6.2%. In the 1990s, it was at 18%. And so what has happened is that the participation of minorities from America in the sport has dwindled because no matter what efforts have been made, they haven't gone about the business of successfully ingratiating themselves. Well, here's why I think changes. I was just at the commissioner's office a few weeks ago talking to Rob Manfred, and I said, listen, here's what I'll applaud them for. More runs are being scored, more stolen bases are taking place. And when you look at it from that perspective, the game is leaning towards more athleticism. And as a result, you're not seeing numbers crunches from the analytics world looking at it and they're saying, okay, this is what we dissect. Instead, they're having to pay attention to the intangibles guys are bringing to the table. And that is what I think is going to contribute to more minorities participating. And then when you think about it from that perspective, okay, what is it going to take to inspire, to galvanize them? You have to have people they relate to. And I think that will elevate, the number of minorities in managerial positions and beyond as well.
I hope you're right. Listen, why do you think that boxing has gone downhill so quick? I mean, now you go into, you can't find who's the heavyweight division champion.
Well, first of all, it's too many divisions. Secondly, the promoters have ruined the sport. Not totally, because the sport is still very popular. Maybe not in America, but worldwide, boxing is still very popular. And the big fights are still something that we simply can never get enough of. The problem is the promoters have been holding us off from getting the fights that we want to see when we want to see them. We're having to wait 2, 3, 5 years for a fight to take place that we've been craving for years earlier. And so for me, in my perfect world, I wish someone like Dana White had, or a Dana White type figure was over boxing. Somebody that says, this is the fight that people want to see. We're going to make you give it to them. You're not getting around that. I think that's incredibly important. That's what the sport of boxing needs. They need the sport to get out of the hands of the promoters.
Stephen A. Lastly, listen, I'm sure that you understand the responsibility as a brother that you have with your fans.
Yes.
Is it hard?
It's always hard.
I spoke to Bill White a long time ago, the ex-commissioner of baseball, and I said, why'd you quit? He goes, they won't change. They won't change.
Well, it's hard. It's very, very hard at times. But the reality of the situation is the first order of business is to do the work. And to do the work and set an example by being as excellent as you can possibly be at whatever you choose to do and whatever you choose to be. It's incredibly important in that regard. That's true. But ultimately, what it comes down to is that the fight never ends. It's never supposed to end, because in order for you to get, you have to take. And in order for you to take, somebody you're taking it from, they're going to be of the mindset they're not willing to give up whatever privileged positions or perks they have available to them. And so because of that, you just have to understand that you're in it for the fight, and the win doesn't come from conclusion, something closure and conclusive. Doesn't come from that. It comes from understanding that every day you're
fighting. I got to let you go, but I know you wanted to talk too much. Thanks a lot for your time and courtesy, brother.
Hola mis amores, solo paso por aquí para decirles que quiero que se suscriban al canal de las 5 esquinas.